guys, welcome back to the greatest show on this channel. So today I thought we should mix it up a little bit because we are 1 month away from Lennon's first birthday. I can't believe it's been nearly a year. It's insane. Where has the time gone? So I thought today should be a reflection of that, a little celebration if you will, and I'm gonna answer some questions you guys have sent in on IG about fatherhood, and we're also gonna make some delicious food because I'm on cooking duty today. So we are gonna make something buddy friendly, bloody lovely, and filled with nothing but goodness. So today we are gonna be making a loaded veggie quesadilla with salsa, mushy beans, and crema. I mean, who doesn't love a quesadilla, right? It's creamy, cheesy, chewy, gooey. It's got all of it. It's a staple in our household, but we like to mix it up. We like to load it with some veggies. We like to get the old low carb wraps, and we like to go slightly easy on the cheesy. So it's nothing but goodness. So to start, we're gonna kick things off. We're gonna chop some veg. First, we're gonna chop the Poblano pepper. We'll chop this into rustic pieces as we answer some lovely questions. So one thing that scared, made you nervous about parenting, but turned out to be okay. That's a great question, and there's quite a few things. It's nice now to reflect on it. I think mainly for me, you know, my life has always been about the sense of adventure, travel. I was never in one place at one time, and I kind of loved that. And I think having a child, having this sort of added responsibility, and I think that sort of side of me there was fear in that, losing my sense of adventure. But having Lennon has given me a whole new sense of adventure, especially the older he gets. Now we travel, now we go to places, and I'm seeing it through his eyes. And now, yeah, I'm not kind of traveling in the kind of way I used to, but this is more profound, this is more beautiful. I'm with my son, I'm getting to explore new experiences, and the first experiences with him. So for me, that's been such a flip. That fear has turned out actually to be one of the most profound, beautiful things. And I think also, you know, you always worry about the child getting hurt. I mean, it's every parent's worst nightmare, and no matter how much mindfulness and strength I do with my mindset and control that I can have within, when it's your own child, you can't have that control. You have to learn to let go, and I'm learning that fear is needing to be in control, right? You need to know what's happening. You need to be in control of your surroundings so you feel safe, but that isn't how life works. You know, the storm's gonna come, but you gotta just let that pass, and the baby is such a powerful teacher for that. So I'm really learning to let go on another level, control what you can, but then let go of what you can't control. So with that said, the Poblano pepper is looking beautiful. We're gonna pop that in a bowl. Next, gonna get a lovely red pepper. Do the same. How has baby Lennon's arrival changed your relationship with Jen, with your parents, hers? I think for me and Jen, it's really deepened our relationship, not only with our roles and stepping up as parents now, but like I was saying, with my fears of losing my sense of adventure, now our family time, every weekend, whenever we have spare time, we go to places. Yesterday, we went to the LA tar pits. I didn't even know there were tar pits here, but there are. Fascinating. There's so many things that, because of Lennon now, we're going and traveling and seeing new places, and we're really enjoying this time, and we're being really present through this time because we know having a child, you know, time is fleeting. This too shall pass. Every good, every bad moment, everything is fleeting. So as much as we're present, we can really enjoy it. And knowing that, you know, the first year in a baby's life goes so fast, hence this video and craziness, it's so beautiful for us to all experience that together. So that's really helped. And also knowing our roles. I think we've really stepped up with our roles. We really show up for each other. We know when one of us is cleaning, the other one's cleaning the baby's bum. You know, we understand what we need to do for each other so we can both be happier and healthier people. I think that's so important. And I think I've mentioned this before, but me and Jen love to use this phrase called energy coins. So every morning you wake up, say, with 0 energy coins, maybe -1 if you've had a bad sleep, or +1 if you've had a fantastic sleep. And as you go about your day, the stresses, the things that happen from your boss saying something you don't like, traffic, reading something negative on Twitter, it's quite easy, right? You lose an energy coin, you lose one, you lose one. And anything positive that happens, something that you do for your mental health, exercise, meditation, having a positive conversation, speaking to a loving friend, whatever it is, you can gain an energy coin. Now, if you're on 0, you're neutral. You're just about okay. But then if you wake up, go on your phone, see all the things that are wrong in the world, you lose an energy coin. And if you get into minus territory, that's when stress, that's when things can just start going downhill. So for me and Jen, we know this reference. And with a baby, it could be very easy for screaming, crying, poop, whatever it is, to start losing some of these coins. And the second you get into minus territory, that energy, what that's doing for me and Jen as a couple, as parents, no one wants that. So when we feel like that, we can really use this visual, this reference to help each other understand, so we can give each other that time and that space to build up those coins again. So I think that's a really nice reference that we like to use. And you know, for me and Jen with our parents, we've all got so much closer. And I think as most parents understand now, just how much babies just bring people together. Bloody lovely. So peppers are good. Next, red onion. Same again. What's something you better understand about your parents now that you're a dad? I love this question. It really hits home for me because there has been so much reflection and gratitude for my parents, for any parents that have to go through this, and also understanding that, you know, everyone's just trying their best. You know, even if you didn't have the best relationship with your parents, if you had an angry dad, for instance, like his dad was probably angry. We're all a product of our conditioning, and you really see that. And not kind of giving empathy for people that maybe not have treated their family well enough. But when you start dissecting their family and their conditioning, and then you start becoming that, you start seeing, with Lennon now, I start seeing him drum on everything, and he loves music, and I'm starting to see like my conditioning and who I am through him already, and he's not even 1 yet, you know. So I think that's been a massive thing to appreciate from my parents, how much they've been through. I mean, by the time I was 1.5 years old, I had meningitis, I nearly died, I broke my arm in 2 places, I was intolerant to dairy, I had loads of problems, and they got through it somehow, you know. So I think I have so much gratitude for what they've had to go through, and just any parent, especially for mothers, I think that has been the biggest mind-blowing appreciation, because what they have to go through, what all you women have to go through pregnancy, not just the 9 months, but post, everything that happens around it, that's not celebrated enough, that's not appreciated enough. And I think that has been the biggest thing for me, to realize what they go through, and that for me and Jen, our connection now, my love for her has never been stronger because of what she's going through. And I think that needs to be celebrated and appreciated a lot more. So with that said, the onions are good. Right, so we're gonna move on to our salsa now. We're gonna get a lovely tomato, give it a nice chop. Will you cry in front of your children? Absolutely. I mean, not just for the sake of it, but I feel like vulnerability is strength, and we still live in a world, especially for men, where you can't show any weakness and you gotta stiff up a lip and all that kind of stuff. I feel like courage, I feel like vulnerability, empathy, that strength is easier to get angry, to resist, to just react. It shows more strength and courage to be open, right? And I feel like that's something we're slowly going towards. So I feel like in that respect, absolutely. But I do feel like because energy is contagious, you got to ask yourself what energy you're bringing to this child, because they might not understand what you're saying, but they can really feel it. So if you're angry and stressed out about work and that kind of energy that you're putting in, that's no good. But if you're being open and vulnerable about a situation, then cry all you want, because they're just feeling that love. So with that said, let's move on to the shallots. We just need half, and this is just gonna be a lovely addition to the salsa. Thanks, Shallot. And then we're just gonna get a tiny bit of garlic in there as well. Lovely. We're gonna add some lime zest, some lime juice, a little chuckle of olive oil there, a pop of pepper, no salt because baby can't have that. Give it a mix. Lovely, our easy salsa is good. So there's no dilemma, we're gonna need a crema. We need some sour cream, a dash of water, a bit more lime zest. Give it a good mix. We're gonna get a bigger bowl because we made too much of a spill. And that's ready to go back in the smaller bowl. And then let's get cooking. Get some oil, get it nice and hot, then we'll throw in our veggies. And then we'll give these a nice fry for about 8 minutes until they're nice and soft and slightly browned. You know the drill. Teaspoon taco seasoning, garlic powder, some paprika. Give it a mix for a couple of minutes, just fry off that bitterness. And now they are looking lovely. We're just gonna set this aside. Then we'll get a bowl. Then we'll get some butter, let that melt. Then we're gonna add our lovely black beans. And we wanna fry this on a high heat for a couple of minutes. As you can see, they're thickening up, they're looking lovely, smelling beautiful. All we need to do now, take the heat off and give it a good old mash. Right, lovely, we'll pop that in a bowl. Right, so then we'll get the clean pan back out. We'll add a little butter to the pan. First, we're gonna add our low carb tortilla. Get some of our lovely filling just on one side. Then we're gonna get our cheese, pop it on top. We're going for 3 cheese Mexican here. And then we're just gonna fold this side over on top. Give it a little press down. Then we'll get the next one. Doing it in half like this makes it much easier to flip it halfway through. Lovely, and now we just wait a few minutes each side, should do it. Oh guys, these quesadillas are looking quesadilicious. Now they are ready to serve. Right, as you can see, we have our usual guest here.
Hello, hello.
Buddy's still asleep right now, so we'll save him some. He can't talk anyway, so. Babe, what do you think? Bit of quesadilla.
This is amazing. One of our favorite dishes.
This is one of our staple dishes, isn't it? I thought we should answer the last question together, because the last question is favorite moment with mama and baby so far. Aww. I thought we could answer that one together, because there's so many.
There really are. It's hard because it's like, each moment that you think is your favorite is constantly like overlapped with a new favorite memory. It's just always renewing. I think like maybe our most recent one was when we went to LACMA, or we went to the La Brea Tar Pits. Yeah, because like now he's at an age where he just loves to be outside. You want to make sure that he's like stimulated, and he likes the house, but like he gets a little stir crazy.
Like I do, like we all do. Yeah.
So we've been planning a lot more like family day trips, which has been so fun. It always feels like a vacation, you know?
I know.
Yeah, or like we're having like a bunch of first dates with him because he's never been to all these places.
It makes us enjoy whatever we're doing so much more. You know, it's quality family time. We're more present. We're seeing it through Buddy's eyes as well, and it makes us appreciate this amazing world. You know, we'll be focused on the negatives too much, and there's so much beauty around. And talking of beauty.
I was like waiting for the first bite with you.
Let's get straight in, babe. Cheers.
Cheers. It's so good. I don't know how you nail it every time. This is incredible. Buddy's so lucky. Like literally just eating such amazing food.
I think also like one of my favorite moments with you and Lennon. Well, I think one of the most special was actually when we were all in England with your parents and my parents.
Yes.
And I remember there was a moment, we were just in the kitchen, like in my family's home, just having a conversation, and it was just this connection of 2 families together with Lennon. And I just remember having this really sort of powerful moment of like, wow, this is, it doesn't get much more of a community than this, and that felt really special.
No, I absolutely agree. Like in England, I looked around and it was one of those moments where you're like, damn, like this is what life is about. Like this is the meaning of life. Like that was a very like transcendent trip for us.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
It's what we needed. So it was, we've been nearly a year into having Buddy, one of the fastest years ever.
I know. I just feel like my life has, our life has like just this new, fresh purpose. And it's not like we were purposeless before, but it's just like now our why is even stronger in life. Like why we're doing this, why we're working, why we're living.
It's a year in, and now he's just getting older and older. He can high five, he can wave at us, he can give us a kiss. He's a growing boy every day. We're seeing changes, and we couldn't be happier. So thank you guys for all your love and support and care for our little angel, our little legend. But we're gonna keep eating this, and we're gonna see you guys in the next episode. See you later, guys. Mwah.